What's going on, guys? I'm SimpleSimon, and for those who tune in regularly, you'll know that I recently filmed 3 videos at my brother's man cave where we looked at his toy collection. We did 3 videos, one on his Aliens collection, one on his Transformers collection, and obviously we ended with the room tour video. I just wanted to give this video a little bit of context just in case you clicked on this and you haven't seen those videos. This video will seem a little bit odd, so I'll leave a link to those videos that we filmed in the description below. You're way better off checking that out before having any interest in this one. So when I was editing those videos, I really didn't want them to be too long. So there was a lot of stuff that I edited out, a lot of dialogue and things, and a lot of extra scenes that didn't really suit the video. But I thought to myself, there are some people that might find that stuff interesting. A lot of it was just me and him geeking out on stuff. A lot of it was him dropping knowledge on toys and telling stories about toys. So I thought maybe some people would like that. There's also extra footage of me at the end giving some gifts to my brother, and we also talked about his favorite toy. So you want to stick around to the end to find out what his favorite toy is. But yeah, I just want to give this video a little bit of context because it is basically just random scenes shown. So for those who did watch the videos that we released, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoy this one. Let's do this. Although you're covering a little bit of the poster, let's see.
Oh, thanks, mate. You know, and there's fucking nothing on me. I'm 5'0". You know what I mean? Where do you want me to go?
That's fine.
Yeah?
That's fine. That's fine.
Better. Yeah, okay. And they used to come out every fortnightly. I used to go to this place called Minotaur. Maybe you guys have heard about it. It's in the city. And they used to, every fortnightly, they'd give you a ring and say, look, Jace, come out. We've got these tapes for you, right? And I'd finish work, catch the bloody train in, right? And then catch you on the way home. Watch both episodes, get drunk, and then go to sleep the next day. So that, yeah, there's a bit of history behind that, that collection there. Now, it's ancient history. See if you can get them now. Bloody got rid of most of the cobwebs the other fucking day. Bloody hell, shit. Alright, when are you ready? What up? The Borg. Resistance is futile. Yes. And the original Star Trek series on VHS before they revised it. So, if you want to see some real crummy special effects, that's the way to go. Yeah.
Now, I can't remember if this was here last time.
Yeah, it was.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay, what you got going on in there?
Nah,
Are these just the ones that you have no room for?
That's just a space filler.
Okay, fair enough.
The only one that's worth talking about is this one here, 009.
What's so special about him?
His binoculars are separate, as opposed to
So what, is it supposed to be on his head?
No, it's actually here it is. Yep, here we are, over here. There it is. He's just holding the binoculars. It's not in a separate compartment. Yeah. See how the binoculars in a separate part here? He's not holding on to it.
Yeah.
Right, so 009, and that was the other one was 009. That's about everything else. I just put it in there for the hell of it. Oh, that one, Princess Leia. That was supposed to be a 1 per carton, but because she's not popular enough, like no one gave a shit.
Force Awakens, the best of the new trilogy?
No way.
No?
Oh, actually, no, hang on, no, it was.
Definitely the
best. Take that back. Yeah, no, it was. Forget about The Last Jedi. What a absolute, oh my God, I almost left the theatre. Right, I was almost in tears. Right, it was so disappointing. And oh, look, Rise of Skywalker, yeah, look, that wasn't that bad, but geez, yeah. I think I just put a blaster to my head, blow my head off. Watch where you walk, because it's almost like a domino effect. If you knock something over, guaranteed you probably knock half the fucking children over too.
What is this from, like as far as year and things like that?
This one, I would say, is, it's not an old one.
The old ones were bigger, weren't they?
No. There's 2 versions of the Millennium Falcon. You've got this version here, and then you got the 2-foot version, which is over there. But always with Star Wars figures, you can always tell what year they are because they'll have a, I don't want to lift it up because everything would just go falling apart, right? But even with the figures, all you got to do is just lift up their leg and you'll actually see, well, the original one's right, and it will actually have
the year
of manufacture on it. And I haven't got my glasses on because I'm going blind. But yeah, it'll have it on its boot what year it was.
Hey Scarlett, long time no see.
Okay, so like what we were talking about before with the eagle moss, in the garage, right? This is what some of the die-cast ships look like. Now, like I said, the collection was originally only supposed to go to, I think, 75, and it actually blew out to about 175. I've got them all. Unfortunately, I don't have enough space to display them. So hopefully, when everything gets done and dusted and I move on from this place and I reset up again, Simon will come out and you'll see, hopefully, all of this on show. Tricorder, the original. Beam me up, Scotty, even though he never really said that. Okay, so we've got Babylon 5 here. If anyone's into alternate and you don't know what Babylon 5 is, trust me, you will be amazed. It is probably one of the best sci-fi series you will ever see. It is so good. I'd actually almost say, well, I'll go out on a limb, right? I know people think I'm be crazy, right? But if you watch the original Babylon 5 opposed to Star Trek, right, you'll probably think that the stories are actually better. They're more complex, and you actually have to watch from literally episode 1 all the way to the end. If you miss or go in a different order, you won't understand what's going on. And the people that know Babylon 5 know exactly what I'm talking about. That was, like I said, that was a lucky shot on eBay for what I got it for. And actually the fella was just down the road in Eltham. So I was very happy to make that purchase. I think he was happy for me to get it too, because I was texting him saying, emailing saying, I'm really interested, Yeah, he was rapt to get rid of it. And I was rapt to have it. A lot of exclusives in this one, This one here, that's a rare piece, that one there. And there's another one, that V-Wing over there. Sometimes I've actually got to bloody do a catalogue and see what the fuck I've got, because there's just that much here.
And you got stuff behind stuff too.
Yeah. So there's other stuff in the boxes as well.
This looks like a toy shop, this top shelf. Have you been to Aaron's?
Where's that?
In Blackburn? Right next to the station?
No.
There used to be the guys that ran Lobo's.
Oh, okay.
So Lobo, they must have sold it, I'm guessing. And then they opened up a shop in Blackburn called Aaron's, which is heaps smaller. Like, it's literally not much bigger than this room.
Okay. See, that's the 2-foot Falcon.
Is this the one that Mark showed? Because Mark had, I don't know if you watched that video with Mark.
Yes, it is. Yeah, it is. That's the one that Mark showed, because it's got the escape. It's got the escape, and it's a shuttle thing, and just be careful, Simon. But like I said, I mean, this is when I used to go to conventions like you guys. But I'd go to swaps and all that stuff, like you guys as well. Yeah. And back then, the things weren't as valuable as what they are now. Well, then again, all the years have gone by. So those aliens that Simon just taped before over there, I think I picked up the whole bag for $20.
Nice. We're going to a toy fair this Sunday.
Whereabouts?
The Malvern
Town Hall?
Yeah.
They still got it?
Yeah. Still goes on. We've been there once.
Is this OG, this stuff?
Yeah. That's an original. I bought that Droid Factory back in 1978. I remember going up to, like I said, Toy World, I think it was, in Bulleen Village, and I bought it for $13.
Bulleen Village?
Yeah, so that's all old school. That's the variant that we were talking about, but we covered that on the last one. That's the variant because that's not... See, it's got Obi-Wan there. George Sakal, really disappointed in that figure, actually. That Yoda is the proper episode 1, because the other version of Yoda doesn't have the episode 1 on there. Mm-hmm. It was the only figure to come out that didn't have episode 1 on there. I don't know if it's a manufacturer fault or whatever, but that was the corrected version. Yeah. So you've got the dewback there. That was a re-release. But that Droid Factory that's the real deal, that one there. And it's still got every single part, every single sticker.
Well, which lightsaber do you have there?
This one I paid Anakin Skywalker. So yeah, this is one of the first replicas that came out because I bought this back in 2003, 20 years ago.
20 years ago?
Yeah.
I've been watching some of these on eBay for the last few months, and I find it hilarious because it's a toy line that's supposed to be obviously representative of the Alien movie, right? It was Aliens that they're supposed to be from, these figures?
Yeah. But what it was...
They don't look anything, like the characters don't look anything like them. They've got aliens that weren't really in the movie.
Yeah.
So hang on, so it's called a scorpion alien. Did a facehugger impregnate a scorpion?
No, see, that's where the pre-man... that's where the mantis scene comes in, right? And obviously there was some sort of creature that resembled... a humanoid creature that resembled a scorpion, and the facehuggers, impregnated it, right? And that's what's happened. It's basically come out and... oh, look! Now it's Scorpion, baby alien! Okay, so we've got also the line of... we'll just pick up... Ripley, right? And yeah, there she is, and that really is just screen accurate, like not really. and Drake, we are leaving. Right? Hicks. Oh yeah. Let me introduce you to a very personal friend of mine, the M41A pulse rifle with under it over 30mm grenade launcher.
So these Predators came out in that same line, or was this?
Now, if I remember correctly...
I believe I saw some of those at Lobo's recently, and they were in their own Predator packaging.
Yeah. So, we've got them on the wall. There was only, I think it was only 5 of them, actually. I just got to... So, you had Cracked Tusk. You had the Predator Elder. You had the Lava Predator. What else was it? I think Spike Predator, and then there was one more, Scavenger Predator. That was it. So, there was only about half a dozen of these boys. And it was a very, very limited lineup. And then you had the accessories with the Blade Runner as well. So, but I mean, look, these ones here, they're still, as even for a 30-year-old toy, they're still reasonably priced. You can still get them for under $100. And that's, with postage on top. So, I mean, if you ever want to start almost like a vintage collection back in the 90s, right? I know the 90s weren't that far away, but that's all right.
Forever ago now.
No, it wasn't. I was born in the 60s, okay? Leave me alone. That might be, if you're in a Predator, that might be a great way to actually start your collection off. And, like I said, these were about 92. Like I said, I don't have my glasses on, so I can't read the bloody date. But yeah, you're looking at around about 92, 93 for that particular. And I mean, I bought this at a fair. Actually, I bought literally the whole thing as a package from the fair. And I'm not going to tell the folks at home how much I paid for it because you'll probably freak out. So we'll leave it at that. Shh, mum's a word. Alright, so you just do the intro and I'll...
How about you be here, because then you've got easier access to...
How about you be you and you be me, right? And yeah. How fat's your head?
That won't be. You know the Mando helmet? I can put it on, but if I push it all the way down, it ain't coming off.
I said that you're a fat head, fucking hell.
Actually, your mum found it was like, it was a photo of Simon as a kid, and on the back there was a note from her doctor, basically saying that, like, from the ultrasound pictures, like, your kid's gonna have a fat head, basically.
It wasn't like I was gonna wait, I was very heavy as well.
Yeah.
Jeez. Just to nerd out a little bit on Aliens at the moment. You know how Neil Blomkamp was gonna be doing that Aliens film? You didn't know about that?
No.
Aliens 5?
No, I didn't hear about Aliens 5, no.
So, you know Neil Blomkamp, District 9, Elysium, Chappie? Great director, right?
Yep.
So he was signed on to do Alien 5. And it got scrapped due to Prometheus and Ridley Scott and all this drama happened, but he released some concept art. It was meant to be like a direct sequel to Aliens, but he didn't want to obviously completely throw away 3 and 4. He was just like, that was a hyperspace trip, right?
Oh yes,
so
I actually heard of the variants here.
Newt's older and all that sort of stuff, right?
Yep.
So one of the images in that was actually Ripley fighting a queen alien, and she's in a xenomorph suit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so sort of an alien.
Well, that's probably where they got most of the concept for. I mean, it's like Star Wars. A lot of the concept art that Ralph McQuarrie did, okay, it didn't make it to. Are we filming?
Yeah, it's fine.
We didn't make it to the main screen, but it comes up maybe 20 years later. A few of the things that you see in Mando, Clone Wars and all that, they actually come up later, even though their concept art that's going back 40 years ago, right? And then they finally made it, because in the Star Wars universe, they don't throw out anything, right? It's just mainly, right, nah, okay, we can't use that. All right, we'll bring that back. Oh, we can't use that now, but we'll bring that back. A classic case was the N1 Starfighter, the Naboo Starfighter, right? Nobody, even as a toy line, when it came out, nobody's really interested in it. You had it because you wanted to have it, right? But as soon as Mando basically souped it up and painted it silver, boom, on eBay now, right? Try and get one for cheap. You're not going to get it, right? That's those things. They're there. They might go out of fashion and then they bring them back in. That's just the way it is, you know. I mean, it's sort of like that reusable universe that, you know, okay, I'll put on the Too Hard basket a few years down the track. Oh, now that might actually come in handy, so they'll put that in the series, right? Oh, nice and gentle, right?
Spider living in there.
Is that? Well, there is too. Well, good on him. Yeah, so he's 1997 as well. Yeah, so I remember going to Minotaur, and I think I paid about $165. Well, who got ripped? I did.
Jesus.
I mean, you can't win them all either.
The weird thing about those little 3-inch, like what do they call them, the retro Star Wars ones, they can range anywhere from $30 all the way up to $60 sometimes.
Yeah, depending. Yeah, but also depends on how many that were made. So, I mean, obviously, that if you're going to go to places like Zing, right? They've got a rough idea. They're not going to sell anything for nothing. They know what the ongoing price is. So, you're probably almost better off having a pitch hit on eBay, and maybe, hopefully, you might get lucky and someone doesn't know what they're selling. And I mean, that's when you just bang, hit that buy button and don't look back. Whatever you do. And remember, the secret to collecting: only buy what you love. Don't buy it for the future monetary value of it, right? Because that's irrelevant.
Or for FOMO.
Yeah, no, never go for FOMO, because you'll end up like me, having a whole cave full of toys, right, that only I appreciate when I'm having a quiet beer. Well, your suspicions were correct, Mr. Data.
Mum, I remember asked me one day, hey, can I give all your comic books to my friend's son? And I was like, I didn't want to let go of them, but I was like, I'm living out of home now. I don't really need those comic books. I'll never get into comic books again. I guess so.
Big mistake.
Funny how
big,
things
big mistake. Right. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and girls, if you have toys from the 80s, 90s, right, even in the early 2000s, right up to now, right, don't throw them out. Don't give them away, right? Be a hoarder, right? Because hoarding is good, right? Like I said, we've raised it before, the cost of living, right? If you need to liquidate these things, right, they are worth money. You know, you might have this. Well, I'll give you a good example. We used it in the first video about my little Jawa friend. Now, it happened to be one day that my first wife, she and her friend were going to the Grand Prix. I'm not interested in that stuff. So I went downstairs, back to my parents' place, and went downstairs in the basement and started lifting all these things. And I found all these Star Wars toys. And there was more that I should have taken, and I was spewing that I didn't, because there was Atari units as well. There's about 2 or 3 of them. God knows how much they go for now. But that particular Jawa was the only figure I found out of the original Star Wars that actually had the original blaster too. So and this thing is this big, and I've just
and that
found
makes
it
all the difference in the value, right?
Oh well, like I said in the previous video too, right? That you can tell the modern version. Well, actually, the original version, when you drop it, it'll make a tink. The Plastic Day version, I think, doesn't, and it's also a different color too. So, just that little figure, and I did say it before, right? I mean, you'll probably get about $3,000 for it on eBay. You know, how many toys I've lost over the years because of that? And it's like the same reason with Simon. I was not into collecting, but when we were kids, we had all the Star Wars toys and everything. I mean, we're going back in the 70s now here. And then you put them away, and you forget all about them. And then when they reissued the Power of the Force back in the mid-90s, everyone started getting back into it again. And then all of a sudden, about 10 more years onwards, so the bloke that was wearing the Star Wars t-shirt that everyone used to bag the shit out of, Right now, he's mainstream cool. What the fuck is that all about? You know, listen, mate. You and your Star Wars, buddy. You and your Star Wars T-shirt here, right, mate? I saw Star Wars, mate. When your parents were still a twinkle in your bloody old man's eye. Anyway, enough of that. Peter Callum. I mean, he forever be Optimus Prime. I've heard that they've recorded his voice 1,000,000 times and 1,000,000 different sayings, right? Just in case something happens to him, Optimus Prime can still live on. You know. In the original Transformers line, and I mean, if you look at the size comparison here compared to Grimlock and Optimus Prime, right, he's absolutely like me and Simon, Mini Me. I shall call him Mini Me. You know. We will vanquish these interlopers.
So this is Jason's actual favourite toy.
Most people everyone asks me, what's my favourite toy? This one here. And you know why? Because it's the real deal, that's why. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is only one of 105 that came out to Australia. I love this machine that much. All those toys in there I love, but this is my favourite one. And every time I jump in it, right, it makes my day. Absolutely magnificent machine, 0 to 100, 5 seconds. Okay, look, that's a little bit slow. Back in the day, it was brilliant. But still, try finding one of these, even just try and see one of these, right? They're that rare. They're almost like hen's teeth. They don't exist. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is my favourite toy.
What is it?
It's a Z4M Coupe, 2007. All original Ks, and there's only 21 of them, 1,000 on them. So, there you go. My favourite car, my favourite toy. As I say to Karen, right? When I'm running, small Asian man running. And I say to him, bigger Asian man running.
I hate running now because when I run, I just look like a fat dude running.
That's true, you do.
So these are all for Jason. Do you already have most of these?
I do, but they will come in handy actually. Ooh, that's really nice actually.
Alright, so I brought you some extra stuff. This is from me. Firstly, one of these. And then I brought you some comic books. So you're not a huge comic guy, but hopefully you appreciate these ones. First one is Star Trek.
Ooh, Captain Janeway. Yes.
Next one is Alien. Look at that cover.
That's fully sick actually. Yeah. Wow.
This one you'll love. Hopefully, again, this is the actual comic book. The Boba Fett toy variant.
Nice.
And then this is actually just the facsimile. I wasn't going to give you my my original for this, but
no, of course you wasn't actually.
Now,
no, but I'm gonna, yeah. Here we go.
I want to ask the expert collector here. How would you tell that this is the facsimile and not the original?
Oh, honestly,
it doesn't physically say because the facsimile is meant to be identical. But there's one thing on there that is the big giveaway for it.
Well, I'd say the barcode.
Yeah, that would probably be one, yeah, but the other one would be
of course.
price. So the original was 30 cents, and there was actually a 35-cent error variant, which is worth a lot of money. I've just got the 30 cents.
Well, see, there we are. So you got $3.99, and of course, ladies and gentlemen, the barcode wasn't around back then.
Very good.
I got him anyway.
Awesome.
That's a Cardassian Galore class, Ferengi Marauder. That's Enterprise NX, USS Defiant. Oh, USS, and I think that's Thunderchild. It'll say anyway. Actually, these are some of the good ones too. Wow. Equinox. Yeah, there it is, Equinox. I haven't got my glasses on. Oh, yes.
What is it?
That's what I was after. Patrol and Sail. Because I broke mine. USS Reliant. You know USS Reliant, don't you?
I don't know anything about Star Trek.
Oh yes, very nice, good. NCC 1701D, Galaxy class. USS Excelsior. Bloody hell. Oh, Romulan Warbird. This is nerding out big time actually. What was this one here? Voyager. Nice. Thanks Sarah, this really